You do not have to be polite to a white nationalist.
Hello, my peoples. So this is going to be a follow-up video to the series of videos I made about that video. Because some new information has come to light, I think we need to talk about it. First, let me say I'm not coming at her. I'm actually a long-time follower of hers. But I absolutely disagree with her stance on this, and I think she is coming from a point of privilege that a lot of people just don't have. The series that I have out actually goes over all of this and explains it in detail. I was a human rights activist for years. That's all laid out in those videos. So I have a little bit of a dog in this fight. So there's been a lot of speculation of what these people were and if they actually were white supremacists and like the whole bit. So I did some digging and I found the actual original poster's video. It is not her video. It actually belongs to her uncle. It is his house ring camera you see. They are in rural Alabama, and the voices that you hear come across the ring camera are not actually in the house. They are away at work. They got notification of somebody at their door, so they looked at the app, asked them what they were doing there. The gentleman says they're two white nationalists and they want to talk to you. You can tell by the guy's hesitation in his voice. He's like, what? Parts were edited out of the original when she talks about that. They actually asked them what they were doing there. And they said that they were part of a group of white nationalists that were going through the area and they were blanketing towns with flyers and wanting to talk to people about their voting choices so that they could keep the white agenda. This was when the wife went, we're not interested. And you don't have to be Southern to know from the tone of her voice that she's saying, get the fuck off my porch. However, they did ask them to leave a flyer. And anybody's house that they could not reach somebody at, they left a flyer at. She talks about the flyer in follow-up videos. So if they weren't home, what did they have to fear, them being at their house for? They could have just told them to fuck off when they weren't home. What are they going to do? Come back later? But that wasn't really their big pressing concern for being polite. The being polite was because the person in the house was their teenage daughter and she was alone. And their concern was keeping her safe. So for you to be on your high and mighty stance, telling them to get to their door with a gun and take care of it before the police get there, all they were concerned about was taking care of their kid and making sure their kid was safe. I go over all of this in the series of videos that I put out, but I find it extremely disturbing, the stance that is taken with this, and the absolute point of privilege that you come from on it. There is no shame in choosing safety for yourself or your family. I was a lot younger when I did what I did, and I knew I was putting my life in danger. A client broke into my house, destroyed it, and hung a noose from my balcony. Would I take those kind of stance today and get in people's faces? No, because I have her to keep safe. And she is my number one priority.